This video is to provide instructions on how to shoot and operate the machines for modern skeet or wobble skeet. The first thing to do is to remember to turn on the power to the high and low house from the clubhouse from the switch on the back wall. Proceed to the high house. Upon entering the high house, first step will be to open the window using the chain and hook. Pull down on the chain and latch it to that hook. Proceed up the ladder to enable the wobble feature for modern skeet. On the second level in the high house, look to the left side of the control box. You will see a key which you'll turn quarter turn clockwise to the on position. This enables the wobble feature. Next, with the wobble switch, flip it to forward to on. Wobble is now enabled. Proceed back down to the first level. The second step will be power on the machine using the switch on the rear wall. Flip the switch to the on position. You should hear the machine pick up a clay and arm itself. We now proceed to the low house. Upon entering the low house, raise the window by pulling on the rope and tying it off to the cleat on the back wall. In a similar fashion to the high house, enable the wobble feature by turning the key on the left-hand side of the box a quarter turn clockwise to the on position. Then turn the wobble switch on. At this point, you can power on the machine by arming the switch to the right of the wobble switch in the arm position. You will hear the machine load a bird and maybe even begin to wobble. The skeet range is now ready to shoot wobble skeet. To shut down the houses after shooting wobble skeet, proceed as follows. Enter the low house, go to the back wall, power the machine off by moving the toggle switch to the off position. Release the bird by momentarily pressing to the disarm position. Turn off wobble by moving from on to off the middle position. We now have to recalibrate the machine back to American skeet by using the laser calibrator. The laser calibration switch is on top of the power supply on the back wall. Press the button, we'll turn on the laser. Look on the rear wall, you'll see the red laser dot, which now has to be aligned into the bullseye. Use the nudge button, a momentary switch on the wobble switch, and try and get the laser to be pointing inside the bullseye. This may take a few tries. This is now calibrated for American skeet. Disable wobble by turning the key 1/4 turn counterclockwise to the off position. Fill the carousel with birds. Close the window by releasing the rope on the cleat. And proceed to the high house. Upon entering the high house, power off the machine by moving the switch to the off position. Release the bird and the arm. Proceed to the second level by climbing the ladder. On the second level, on top of the control box, switch the wobble switch to the off position. You have now shut off wobble. We now must recalibrate for American skeet. To do so, press the laser timer button on top of the power supply. A red dot will appear in which we will use the nudge button, like in the low house, to put it inside the bullseye. We have now recalibrated for American Skeet. Disable wobble by turning the key 1/4 turn counterclockwise to the off position. Reload the carousel with the clays and then proceed to the first level. Close the window by unhooking the chain and lowering the window gently. The high and low houses are now shut down and returned to American Skeet. Proceed to the clubhouse and turn off the master switch. Turning off the master switch kills power to the whole Skeet range. You are now finished.